Hello there, and welcome to Picture This New Media. My name is Halal Ernie, and today we're going to be going over tomorrow's new comic book day haul. Yes, I'm a little late. I had a little bit of a doctor's excuse this past week. I was busy in Albuquerque getting tested and getting some stuff checked out with the heart. Doing fine. So yeah, we're gonna continue. Next haul is going to be a little bit small for me, not only because I'm a little broke because of the trip, but now it's going to be a decent haul. I'm just going to get some things, but I do got some recommendations out there for you and some avoidance. So let's go over this on leagueofcomicsgeeks.com, leagueofcomicgeeks.com/comic/new comics. I don't need the reds. Yeah, we'll see the new comics there. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll be starting off with Moon Knight. I'm going to be skipping that from Marvel Comics, but I am going to be recommending and getting Venom number 16. This Venom series has been super off the charts. I really like it. I just don't like how the dark web is kind of infiltrating into it. I haven't quite got to that part yet, but it's starting into it, so just a little hesitancy there. But I'm gonna continue to get it and see how it fares from this point. Next up, we've got the Avengers 65. I'm going to skip, as well as X-Force and Miles Morales Spider-Man number 3. Miles Morales is cool, but he's no Peter Parker. Next up is Dark Web finale number 1. Like I said, I'm kind of waiting for this Dark Web just to end, this arc to just to end. So this is kind of a happy thing for me, but we'll see. I'll recommend it if you're really into the dark web thing, but I'm gonna skip it. It might help with my finale on Venom, but that's just the risk I'm willing to take. I don't really like the dark web arc at all. Next up is King Spawn, issue number 19. This is a new arc coming out. Says so right here. New story arc. Spawn starts to realize that he has been put a pawn. And okay, that is a horrible. He's basically being used as a pawn in this game, and now his vengeance will not be stopped. So yeah, this is an awful description. Must have been written by Peter McFarlane. I forgot his first name. Jeez. Seth MacFarlane. Is it Seth MacFarlane? What's his name? Ugh. Oh wow. He didn't write it. Sean Lewis wrote this one. Interesting. Cool. Anyways, next up is Scarlet Witch, issue number 2 by Marvel Comics. This one's by Image Comics. What is this music? Give me a second. And it's not that bad. Alright, Scarlet Witch, issue number 2 by Marvel Comics. I'm going to skip that one, but I'm also going to skip the Legion of X. I don't like the X-Men comics coming out. Yeah. Radiant Black, issue number 21. That one's pretty good for the Radiant Black fans. The Radiant Pink and the Radiant Red ones are pretty good as well. I'd recommend getting into the first part of this, though. You might be as confused as I was starting off with these ones, but it's pretty good. It's really good. Next up, we have Lazarus Planet Legends Reborn. I did see a lot of advertisements for this in my Punchline book, and it looks interesting, but it just, I don't know. Let's see what it has to say. Let's see. I'll get to number 1. Mask and Monsters' ancient and dangerous powers has been awakened following the eruption of Lazarus volcano and This surge of fantastical power will affect the DC universe forevermore. In Lazarus Planet, Legends Reborn will explore corners of the planet newly awakened and primed to restore some heroes and villains long forgotten. With the help of Nightwing, can New Hero City Boy hope to commune Gotham in time to save it? Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't look really interesting to me. They're gonna have Harley Quinn in it, and they've got Dennis Culver as a writer, so I'm not really holding out for this being any good. It's got Raven, so that's kind of cool, but other than that, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's gonna be the best out there. So yeah, I'm gonna do a hard pass on that. It's up to you to see if I'm missing out. The Flash, I'm gonna do a hard pass. I never liked the Flash 1 Minute War special. Let me know if I'm missing out on that too. I know it's number one. I usually do number ones, but I really don't care for the Flash. The Walking Dead 56. That one's continuing still, and Godspeed, guys. If you like that, then awesome. Rogue Sun, issue number 10. This one's actually pretty interesting. By Image Comics. He basically is taking over his dad's zoo, and he's basically a bastard, and yeah, he's commanding the powers of the zoo, and it's turning well for him so far. Next up is Silver Surfer Ghostlight, issue number 1. And this one's Tony Brooks and her family have moved into a quiet town of Sweetwater, but nothing is quite what it seems. Sorry, with their new home. What mystery did Tony and her family unravel that would call upon Sentinel of the Spaceways, the Silver Surfer, and who or what is Ghostlight? Eisner Award-winning? Okay. John Lennings is a writer, so that might be cool. I don't know. Looks like there's some hype around it, so yeah, I definitely give this one a shot if you're into Silver Surfer. Unfortunately, I am not, so I'm gonna do a pass on this one, but let me know if I'm missing out. Bloodline, Daughter of the Blade. Let's see, wow. Oh yeah, they're doing the Vampire Hunter guy. That's crazy. I can't believe they're doing Blade. Jesus. Really, you guys are going there? Daughter of the Blade. The MCU in full effect. Good lord. Why can't you guys have Blade? He's loved, he's liked. God. As you can tell, I'm doing a hard pass on Bloodline. Next up is Briar, number 3. I'm reading number 2. I read number 2 and 1, and it's kind of cheesy, a little weird. But honestly, this is much better than what's this garbage? Good lord. Daughter of Blade. Oh, I can't believe it took me so long to figure out. This is so cringe. Why? Okay. Batman Legends of Gotham, issue number 1. See, Batman, they're still pumping out Batman garbage. It's got 7 out of 7 likes. Writers Andy Diggle. Lazarus Planet Time, one shot. I'm gonna do a hard pass on this one. There's just so much out there. Mom's yelling at the dog. Oh god. This is gonna be a great live stream. Yep. Anyways. Next one is Demon Wars Down in Flames, issue number 1. Definitely gonna get this one if I get the chance. It's Phoenix versus Magic. Things are heating up in Momoko's Marvel Universe. The spirit world is divided. Its inhabitants and strange creatures called yokai have chosen sides, and two factions are on the brink of all-out war. A bird-like yokai who wields some serious firepower faces off against a club-wielding demon. Mariko Yoshida finds herself right in the middle of it. No matter which side she chooses, there will be consequences not only for the spirit world, but for the human world too. Don't miss the next installment of Peach Momoko's Demon War Saga. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get this one. I'm super excited about that one for sure. Next up is Wakanda number 5 by Marvel Comics. I'm gonna do a super hard pass on that one. I'm not interested. And again, with Marvel Comics and Star Wars, they keep putting out these characters that nobody likes, that nobody wants, nobody cares about. Starring in her first solo series, Family Matters, Part 1, Back to the Basics. Fresh off the string of disappointment, Sana Santos returns to her. Can you put that thing up, please?
The what? The sign. Okay.
Sana Santos to her family ancestral home for some downtime, but family time is far from relaxing. From Scoundrel. Yeah, basically this looks like garbage. I don't think this looks like anything worth anybody's time. Super lame. This is why it's gonna be a small haul this week. Again, DC's Harley Quinn romances, like, who the fuck is asking for this? Excuse my language, but who the hell is asking for this? Really? Who is asking for this? This is awful. Let's read the description at least. DC is proud to present a selection of 8 stories of rapscallion romances. Yeah, this is all just fan fiction. This is sad. I'm honestly very upset at that. Anyways, I used to like Harley Quinn, and this is why I switched to Punchline, because she's much more well-written character. Especially, I'm surprised nowadays in DC. I hope it doesn't go downhill from what I've gotten so far. Next up is Minor Threats, issue number 4 by Dark Horse Comics. I do regret not getting the number 1 to this, so I highly recommend this one. It's a good escape from this garbage and this garbage. Demon Wars, Minor Threats. Next up is The Approach, issue number 4 of Boom Studios. This one's a really great start to a really good story. I can't imagine it hasn't gotten worse, so I highly anticipate this one coming to my my comic book shop. Last issue they didn't show up, so hopefully they do this time. I really liked it. I really liked the story. DC's Power, a Celebration, issue number 1. Black History Month thing. No comment. Next up, Magic the Gathering, issue number 23. That one looks pretty interesting. I kind of wish I was more into the lore and got a different, like, a different arc or something. But yeah, I definitely recommend this one. Better than that. And that. Next up is Quick Stops, issue number 4. Kevin Smith's kind of doing a little return with Dark Horse Comics. I hear that a lot of hardcore Kevin Smith fans are liking this, so yeah, I'll give it to them. Next up is Star Trek issue number 4, Hard Pass, Death Dealer by Frank Franzetta's, but from Opus Comics, is actually pretty interesting. I've read a couple of those ones. A little too much for me, and little. When I mean too much, is it just the horror, the deep lore? It just, I don't know. It didn't grab me as much as I thought it would. The price held me back a little bit too from continuing to collect these ones, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I recommend it. Better than Nita Ha's Nightmare blog. Another fail by Image Comics. Where Monsters Lies by Dark Horse Comics. Let's see what this one's about. Haven't you always wondered what slasher monsters, the masked home invasion family, the mindless, unlikable, unkillable monsters, a serial killer trapped in a doll? So yeah, what they do for these couple of years in between murder sprees. Slasher summer camp. Barely escaped a psychopath who built torture device for its victims. Holy crap. Well, that sounds insane. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pull this one. Hopefully, it's been ordered. Next up is Blood Tree by Image Comics. We'll see what this is about. Pretty cool looking covers there. There's cover B. It's interesting. Two obsessed New York Police Department detectives hunt for a vicious butcher called the Angel Killer, a sociopath who preys on innocent family members of known murderers in order to purify the rest of society. Wow. That sounds... wow. Huh. Sounds more interesting than I thought it did. 2 number 1s that I might get. Next one is Savage Dragon, issue number 263. That looks like a long-running series. Recommend to fans. Immortal Red Sonja I'm gonna get, and I recommend to anybody. Young Hellboy Assault on Castle Death, issue number 4. I have this miniseries so far, I think. No, I'm not sure if I have this one. There's so many of Young Hellboy that I have, but I do recommend them. They're really, really funny and really cute. Pretty interesting. So yeah, I'll definitely get that one. Definitely get that one. I'm gonna skip out for now because I'm not sure which one I have. Black Tape by AWA. Not paired up with Upshot this time, so that's interesting. A lot of their comics aren't being paired up with Upshot anymore. Jack King was a rock and roll god who projected a stage persona on par with the devil. After Jack dies on stage, his widow Cindy grapples with the grief and struggles to protect his legacy, unaware that she is being surrounded by dark forces that covet the master tapes of Jack's final unreleased album. Sounds cool for a metal thing, but not really my thing. I'll recommend it to metalheads, but yeah, not really what I'm into. Next up is Flawed, issue number 5. I passed up on this, and it seems that I've dodged a bullet. It looks like nothing I'm be interested in. Almighty by issue number 1. Let me know if I'm missing out on Flawed though. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Almighty, issue number 1, miniseries premiere. The Warning writer, blah blah. In the year 2098, a third world America ravaged by economic collapse, anarcho warfare, and a mysterious environmental disaster contained behind a massive wall. A girl has been abducted, and a killer has been hired to find her and to bring her home. You know, I'll put it on my pull list if I have enough money, but it doesn't look like I'll have enough money for this one, but if I do, I'll get that one for sure. Next one is Ant, issue number 6. I really like this one. It's a very interesting take on Ant. It's a female one this time. It's the end, so it's a 6-part miniseries. I recommend it. It took a little while to get here, but I recommend it. I'm gonna skip it because I didn't get the ones in between. I'm gonna wait for the graphic novel to come out, trade paperback. But yeah, definitely one to keep an eye out for. Next up is Black Sun, Children of the Black Sun. I highly recommended this one last time, and I really like it. It's got the artist from the House of Slaughter, and it's got this really intense, dark, deep, this really kind of deep meaning behind it. They got some variant covers that look a little bit like Boom Studios right there. So yeah, it's really cool. I definitely highly recommend this one to anybody who likes deep thinking, dark horror, dark thought comics. Vampirella Year 1, issue number 5. I highly recommend that one. It's super cute, super awesome. The waifus of the American comic industry. Next up is Gargoyles, Facsimile edition number 1. Originally published in 1995, this Gargoyles tale spun out a smash hit animated TV series and featured early work by comic superstar Amanda Conner. So this is a remake of an old Gargoyles one, starring Darkwing Duck in it as well. So yeah, look at that. They're really bringing back the nostalgia, but with this one, they're not doing a bunch of like 500 variant covers. So I'll pull this one. It's only $3.99, and they're not putting a crazy price on it, so that's cool. My Hero Academia number 379 is coming out, so keep an eye out for that. Tales from Nottingham, issue number 1 by Mad Cave Studios. I've read a couple of the Nottingham series. It's interesting. It's got some twisted like horror type fighting, and it's a take on the sheriff of Nottingham. I'm looking forward to this too. I really liked what they did last time. I'm gonna put it on my pull list, but if I don't have enough money, I'm gonna skip out on it. But yeah, I'll definitely keep this one in my back pocket for sure, just in case I do read one on it later. I recommend you get this one too. It's very rare that Mad Cave Studios does something like not super political, and I think I'm thinking of Black Mask, but either way, Black Mask and Mad Cave kind of both do political stuff. So Mad Cave doing this is really good. I think I'm thinking of Black Mask. So Purgatory Must Die, issue number 2 by Dynamite. Highly recommend this one. It's a take on the Purgatory versus Vampirella, I believe, or Red Sonja. I forgot who she fought, but yeah, I highly recommend this one. Frank Frazetta's Dawn Attack, I do recommend as well for the metal lovers out there. It's got Valkyrie fighters and unicorns, like 80s rock, prog rock kind of stuff. Yeah, I like Frank Frazetta's work. It's just, I don't know. It's just hard to keep up with Opus and this lore and space wizards and stuff. I don't know. It's really cool, but I think I'll take it on another time. Like I said, whenever I'm not down on my luck. But yeah, I highly recommend this Opus Comics. Um, Frank Frazetta's Dawn Attack, issue number 2. Start off with issue number 1, of course. It's highly recommended. Sumerian Comics Sarah Lone. I didn't like issue number 1 at all. If I can save anybody from this boring crap, I will. Sumerian Comics usually does some good one, like Nobody's Girl, which I do recommend. But Sarah Lone, it's boring. It's really, really boring. My Little Pony, I don't do kid shit. But if you have a little girl, that might be cool for them. Breath of Shadows, issue number 1 by IDW. It's the mid-1960s, and Jamie Meadows should be on top of his world. Top of the world. His band, the most recent album, just went gold, and they're riding the wave of international fame. But Jimmy is driven by only one thing: where to get his next fix. So he's addicted to some drugs, and he's having some nightmares. It's got some good writers. It's got some good artists. So this might be something actually worth reading. Definitely, as a person who has had a hard life, this is definitely probably could be inspirational. I love the artwork. Yeah, this is definitely something to keep an eye on for sure. We'll see if I have enough for this one. I'll put it on my want pool list, and we'll see how this goes. Ancient Enemies by Frank Miller. It's out of my price range, but it looks really awesome. I do recommend that one. Let me know I'm missing out. Silent Night, Deadly Night by American Mythology Production. I really dig the horror scene. I do like a lot of American Mythology Production stuff, but it's not Christmas anymore. I don't know. Is it me? Like Lady Zorro is pretty cool. But they should have had this released like a long time ago, all through December, like something like that. Nobody's Girl by Sumerian Comics. Like I said, I recommend this one. Get reminded. So I forget what's going on exactly, but Nobody's Girl. Let me find out. No, issue number 1. I got 1, but I didn't get number 2. So yeah, I think it's definitely about prostitutes and that they're getting killed. Strange videos are coming out. Yeah. So it's definitely a dark subject matter, as this person says, but it's definitely a good work to be read. Highly recommend this one. Get number 1, so we can figure out what's going on. I'm by number 3, but yeah, highly recommend this one if you read the issues 1 and 2 already. Titan, the Mouse of Might. Let's see what this is about. Let's see how many Phoenix Files. Lady Zorro. Alright. So Titan Mouse is an extraordinary mouse that has been endowed with powers beyond the normal mouse. That of a normal mouse. He has taken on the appearance of a dark flyer, the mortal enemy of his kind. Titan is originally from another world where the animals are intelligent. After triggering an explosion in his world, Titan transported to the world of man. Titan sets out on a rescue mission to save another of his kind from the evil Ryan Research Center. Huh. I'm not sure if this is for kids or not, but it looks cute. It looks interesting. It's got some hardcore subject matter. Like I said, if I'm really doing not good this month, so we'll see if this is worth it. I'm gonna give it a shot. If I have the money for it, it is $5, so we'll see. Next one is Purple Oblivion, issue number 3 by Sumerian Comics. Seems like they're getting a lot out. I'm not sure about this one, so you're gonna have to let me know. I'm gonna pass on this one though. The Firstborns, issue number 2. If I have the money, I'm definitely gonna get one on this one. There was a really weird beginning, and I really liked the way that they had this comic begin. The Phoenix Files, issue number 1 by Zenescope. Agent Phoenix's past is shrouded in mystery. Even he doesn't know how much where pyrokinetic powers come from, whereas pyrokinetic is fire hand. For he uses them in a service of shadow agencies without second thought. Now the help of Avril Williams. So it seems like there's a lot of lore behind this guy, but it looks like it's got some good stories to figure out. I did started reading Bell of the Scream of the Banshee, and it did kind of have a little cheesy dialogue, but I really dug the story and how deep it was, and the art was on point too. Very modern comic, and I liked it a lot. So it's $6, so I might pass on it this month, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna pass on this crap right here. Red Winter Fallout by Scout Comics is alright. Not really my kind of thing though. The whole Russian spy stuff, it just doesn't catch my interest at all. Lady Zorro Final Fight by American Mythology Productions is surprising because you would normally think that Zenescope would cover something like this, but I'm fine with American Mythology Productions covering it because it's a little bit cheaper. The Swashbuckler, we'll see if the artists are just good. So let's see. Let's see. She would trust that this would be good. She would get covers B and C. Yeah, the covers are a little weird. I don't think I like that one very much, but I do like this one. I don't like this one at all. Actually, she likes that one more. Yeah, cover B art is pretty trash. The Swashbuckling Adventures of Muat. What? Muat? As Lady Zorro conclude with a special one-shot. I don't know. This might be something cool, but I don't think. Like I said, there's so little money I have, and there's quite a few that I might want to get, and that one might not pass the test, but we'll see. So it looks like that's gonna do it here for this week of comic book collections. I hope you guys have a lot better collections than I do, and enjoy this one. I'm looking forward to King Spawn. I'm looking forward to Rogue Sun. I'm definitely looking forward to Demon Wars. Briar, now that I've saw that, I'm looking forward to Blood Tree, Mortal Red Sonia, Where the Monsters Lie sound really good. Purgatory Must Die, Children of the Black Sun, and if I can get it, any of the Frank Frazetta. So yeah, oh yeah, and the Gargoyles for sure, for sure. So Death Dealer might be great. Magic the Gathering as well. So yeah, if you like what I chose, let me know. If you think I'm missing out on a few, let me know. Let me know what you think of some of these, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great, wonderful day. I'll be right back on Twitch here in a bit just to play some Elden Ring with you guys. Salam alaikum.